Shit. Yo, what's good? Welcome to Can't Speak Truth, yo. Welcome to Can't Speak Truth, man. Another Sunday, another topic. We're gonna be talking about what is like what is a good father? Um and then Tone, what you talking about again? Cause the next 10 years, like opinions or predictions for the next 10 years, what we think is gonna
Yep.
look like.
Yep.
Alright, and yeah, once again we on this dope ass platform on 5M called Redacted RP. Boy right there with the blue hair. That's the boss man. That's the patron. Yeah, I mean, patron, you
Right.
there? You
Tom is the boss man. He's the owner. I'm the developer.
oh, he's the developer. Patron left. He not twerking no more.
Uh,
All right. Well, that's the developer, man. But between the developer and Tom, yeah, I mean, like dope ass platform. Still working out whatever little kinks, but check it out, Redacted RP for sure on 5M, and that's who we gotta thank for that studio we used for the first one, and this dope ass scenery right now or room that we're in. Um, like y'all can't see the post, so I was gonna say it's a secret, but that might not work. But
uh,
let's get rolling. Let's start talking about the topics. Hey yo, Tone, I'm gonna let you go first, man, because that kind of caught my attention. What what you matter of fact? No. We'll get into that last because that's gonna take time.
that's gonna take some time, bro.
All
I
right.
don't know to say. You sure you want to? Because that's gonna
Nah,
take some
nah, that's
time.
gonna take time. All right, let me take my
Yeah.
little sip, and we're gonna talk about that joint
Okay.
strong.
Damn.
What is a
All
good
right.
father?
Okay.
So the reason I wanted to bring up this topic was because I know I'm not a perfect father, but I feel like I'm a good father. Yeah, I mean, you might feel like you a good father. I don't know like your lifestyle. Obviously, we don't know each other in real life and shit like that. But overall, like, is a good father just somebody's just there, or somebody that does whatever they gotta do for their kids, whether they there or not, right? So I'll give you an example, right? I feel like a good father is somebody that's gonna tell his kid, like if your kid, like I keep it 100. My son tried out for basketball. I had to be honest with him as a father. I said, bro, you're not that nice. Don't get your hopes up. I seen these little young boys play. I see how they play, and you don't got the experience. You got to work on it. You got to get better at it because I can't teach you this. I don't do crossovers. I don't do none of that. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't make the team. He tried out. I let him try out. You know what I'm saying? Because again, you got to fail to succeed. But at the same time, as a father, I'm not gonna lie to you if you my kid. I'm gonna tell you straight out. I'm gonna be like, you not that good. I'm gonna be like, you gotta work on yourself. But he tried out for baseball this year. We about to find out tomorrow. You know what I mean? Prayers for my young boy.
Right.
If he made the
Right.
team or not. But I told him straight up. I said, you gonna make the team, bro, because you good at this. I've played with you. We've practiced this, and I actually know baseball, so I could teach you this. You know, but I feel like that's the definition of a good father is when you honest with your kids, no matter how brutal it is or it may sound. Like some people watch this stream, they might be like, "Ooh, that's harsh. How you gonna tell your kid he not good at basketball?" Because I'm gonna keep it 100 with him until the end, until my last breath. I'm gonna keep it a beam with him, so he don't have high expectations and then be disappointed. Let him do it anyways. And then when he fails, let him see like shit. Pops kept it real with me. Let me work on my game. Now we can encourage you on what you need to do to get better to make it the next year, or in this situation to pick another, not pick another sport because he could still do basketball. But right now, this is what he good at. He a good catcher. He a good hitter. He could throw a ball from center field. And mind you, we talking about a preteen from center field all the way to home plate, bro. That's
Okay.
an arm, bro.
Hmm.
And if he can get his accuracy right, he could be a great ass pitcher in the future. Hey, what's up? Yeah, I
That's
mean,
true.
but that's just
That's
me. So,
true.
what's your opinion on this, Tone? Like, what you think about it while I take another sippy sip and light this up?
I feel you. I feel you on that. And I agree with some points on that too. Like, yeah, of course you want to keep it a being with your kid because you want them to. You don't want. I mean, you want them to understand things like, okay, look, you don't want the world to disappoint you.
What's up,
I rather
technician?
disappoint you.
Yeah, go ahead. My bad. I was hollering at somebody on the comments. I think
Now
that's
you
your
good.
man's and shit.
Yeah.
What's up, bro? What's
Definitely,
good?
definitely. What's good? What's
Welcome to
good,
the
Brody?
stream, man.
Definitely.
But go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, you good. You good. You good. Definitely. Definitely. Um, I guess in a sense too, um, like the world's gonna fail them anyway at some point or another. That's part of life. Like that's
Right.
it goes back. It goes back to something I was talking about the other day. It's gonna be hard either way. Whether you have it good or where you have it bad. It's still a hard. Life is hard. Period. No matter which way. It's just
Like I'll give you
more
an
so.
example, right? Not to cut you off,
Uh,
right?
okay.
Um, but if you have like let's say a daughter. I don't have daughters, so I don't know that experience. You feel me? But
Neither did I.
if I had a daughter, you
Hmm.
got to make sure you treat them well. You can't treat them like shit and expect them to. They're gonna think that's okay if you do that.
Right.
Like one time, we was on Discord and somebody was talking to his sister like shit. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
was like, bro, don't do that. I was like, don't do that because you making her think that's okay to call her a bitch and shit. So when the dude she get with in the future be like, yo, you fucking bitch, do this shit, did it? She gonna be like, okay,
Right.
and that's not cool. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I don't like masculine women, but I feel like it is a way to treat a woman, and I do believe in you get what you give, 100%,
Facts.
man or woman. I feel like you
Facts.
get what you give. If you a woman with a nasty ass attitude, don't expect your man to come and be like, "Oh baby, stop talking to me like that. That's not nice. Just yell at me, I'll take it." Fuck no.
Hell no.
What's the word for that? Coocher what?
Coochie
Coocherine.
coochie ass nigga.
Coocherine. You know what I mean? Like, but back to being a father
Exactly.
though,
Right.
is is so many things behind that, bro, and there's so many kids right now, bro. You see them going down the wrong path, bro. And
Yeah.
some of them have fathers, bro, but they just get in the wrong directions. They getting led the wrong way. Like if anybody watching the stream, if you listen, I don't knock nobody for the grind or the hustle. You do what you got to do to survive. You know what I'm saying? But if you telling your kid, yeah, I want you to do this. Look how dope this is, and you not like, hey, don't do this. I don't want you to be like me. You know what I'm saying? If you're not telling him that this is a bad thing, and then he does it, then expect bad consequences for him. Because that's what's going to happen 90% of the time. Is when you follow what you're taught, you do what you're taught.
That's facts. So you see what I'm saying though? This is where I go to. I have this bit of a disagreement with what you said when
Hmm.
it comes to my part of where I don't agree 100% on it because if you teach them that, then see the first thing kids they see is their parents. Your opinion matters to anybody more than anybody else.
Yes, sir.
They don't give a fuck about nobody else's opinion. So if you feel though like damn I ain't shit, then that's automatically you set the tone for it. So then you show them well if and my dad said I can't do it and I can't, but that's not true because I'm not the creator of all. I'm not, you know what I mean? I'm just a vessel here in this world. You feel
Hmm.
what I'm saying? I'm just something my kids came through, but ultimately, just like life gonna disappoint them, life gonna teach them too. They're gonna have to, but it's my job as a parent to guide them
Yes, sir.
in the right. That's it. I just want to push you in the right direction. I'm not gonna sit here and no, because you're gonna make mistakes. Yes, you're gonna, but I need to just keep you in this, keep you off the sideline, keep you off the, you know what I mean? Keep you right in the game. That's it. Keep you in this area. If this is your zone, let me keep you in your zone. Then you feel me?
Facts. And sometimes it don't even take it don't really take money to be a good father. You
No,
could be a good
it's not about the
father
money.
without needing the money. And I'll give you an example. Somebody I work with, or whatever, like their lifestyle is not great. Their lifestyle is
Right.
not comfortable either, though. You can tell,
Okay.
But
Hmm.
I've seen him with his kid, and his lifestyle doesn't change anything. He does what he can, and I keep it 100 with you. I don't agree because even I spoke with one of his kids and I was like, listen, I don't agree with your pops, but hey, that's your business. If that's how y'all flow. That's how y'all flow. But let me give you my opinion on one little thing. And I told him, of course, no disrespect. He was like, nah, go ahead, bro. And I just told this kid without being like specific to gender or anything. I told the kid, I said, look, if that's what you accepting, that's what you can expect for the rest of your life if you accept it. So move on from whatever your situation is right now and find something better. You know what I'm saying? Because if I was your pops, you know what I mean, I'd have beat that motherfucker ass already. So I just said what the gender was right there. You know what I mean, I'd have beat that bull ass though. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? It was a
Right.
girl,
Right.
and she was young and smart, intelligent. You know what I'm saying? By the way she speaks, she's smart, intelligent. But it's like what we gonna get into next. The the technology has destroyed these kids, and they want to be followers. Nobody wants to be a leader, and that's why we need great parents, not just fathers, but like great parents to lead these
Right.
kids and show them the right direction, bro. As a father, I'll give you my responsibilities. As a father, it's my responsibility to make sure these kids are safe. It's my responsibility to make sure I don't put them in bad situations. It's
That's
my
correct.
responsibility to guide them and teach them how to be a leader. You know what I'm saying? Not a follower, a leader. And one thing I teach my kids is debate everything. If there's any doubt in your mind, ask questions and debate it until you get the solid answer and the proof that goes behind it. Because that's what you need to do to get the truth sometimes. And that's what we
Facts.
doing right here on Can't Speak Truth. We gonna get to the
Facts.
truth. These topics are gonna get real gritty. We starting off soft. You know what I'm saying? Like, when
Yeah.
we're not even gonna get it. I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say, but like we gonna start off soft. Like when you get a new car. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You're not
Right.
supposed to go over
Right.
60. Try treat that joint like a baby. That's what we gonna do in the beginning of these podcasts. But
Right.
Tone, before we move on and stuff, your opinion on again like a good father. I just gave you some of my examples, and of course like being loving, guiding them, teaching them the right way. There's so many ways to be a good father, but I'll end my part off with this. In my opinion, the most important thing to be a good father is to be honest with them and don't hide anything.
Mhm.
I feel like that's the best way to be a great father. Is to
Mhm.
just be blunt as hell, whether you know is right or wrong. Sometimes you gotta be straightforward with them. So like they
Right.
know if my dad never fed me no bullshit, I don't want no bullshit from nobody else ever in my
That's
life.
right. That's right, man. That's how that's what I believe, man. I keep it a beam with my kids. My kids, I mean, I tell them what's going on. I told them what you know what I mean, my circumstances and my upbringing and what I've done in life, that the things that I'm not proud of. You know what I mean? It's just, all in time, you know. I give it to them where they can understand it and they can reason with it, cuz just because you're my kid doesn't mean that you reason at a certain time frame. You see what I'm saying? Like as everything is in, just like everything else, it's levels to it. So when I see him at a certain level, he understanding. Of course, I'm gonna give it to him. I'm gonna
Yep,
tell
yep.
him everything. And if he's not, then I'm gonna give it to him in the terminology of his age level. I'm gonna stoop lower so I can, bring it. I'm gonna bring it down to his level. You know what I mean? So he can understand it.
Yeah,
That's
and
it.
the earlier you teach them, the better.
And
Cause
that's where.
go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say that's just where I feel as though being a good parent is. That's it. That's the bottom line of it right there. That's being a good parent. If instilling within them so they can go on and live and be productive in life on their own. It's just like the fish and the birds and everybody else and all the other, the creatures in the world that God created. Like, you know what I mean? They teach their offsprings what's necessary so they can survive and be, okay in life, and that's it. It's on. I want you to be okay. That's because that's a part of life. I'm always going to be here for you. You know what I mean? But in the same breath, if I did well, even if I'm not, I'm a part of you because I've already instilled in you what you need to know to, what I mean, to live a decent life.
You know what's the first thing we teach our kids from
What's
daycare?
that?
If somebody hits you, you better hit them back.
Hell yeah, shit. I tell them right to be knock
Better hit
their ass
them
out.
back, bro.
Make sure ain't no teacher looking. Make sure ain't nobody looking, and knock their
I
ass
don't
out.
care who
Fuck that.
looking. You just better You better defend yourself, bro.
Nah, because then you go. Oh, that's another topic right there. That's a whole nother topic. We can get into that another time because I already see where that one's going.
I have a lot of experiences with that one, and every time I'm gonna tell you how it ended. It ended with me being a good father and me telling my kids, "Yo, you not in trouble.
Right.
All right. I need you to tell me what happened." And the minute I hear something that is like, "Yo, you defending yourself," hey, if he's suspended or he got detention, it's okay. I'll deal with it. Oh, but
Hmm.
this is what he did. He was defending himself. I need you to do a thorough investigation. He's technically innocent until proven guilty, and you haven't told me anything makes him guilty. And then some people might say, "Oh, that's a bad way to teach your kids." It's really not. Yep, I
Yeah,
agree with
to
that.
each his own. To each his own, man.
Sad
Everybody
part,
got to.
a viewer just says, sad part is that we can give them knowledge, but we can't give them wisdom. That's something that they learn with knowledge, though, in my
That's right.
opinion.
That's it. That's the part of it. It's just like everybody else. When you think about your own self, when you think about your own personal experience in life, your parents gave you what they could give you. They can't give you no more than that.
Yep, and
I
I
can't
told
give
you
you
that
what I
last
don't have.
time. I told you my mom wasn't rich, bro. We was on welfare. You know what I mean? But she did what
Right.
she had to do, and I could never say nothing bad about her. She did what she had to do every Christmas, bro. When she made them
Right.
pateles, bro, them pateles was hitting, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Hey.
They was going. We call a dozen a junta, but they was going by the junta. You feel me? People was hitting her up in October talking about you making pateles in Christmas this year. Like, yeah, ain't nothing changed. We ain't hit the lottery yet. We sure is, bro. You know what I
Right.
mean? Real rap,
Facts,
bro.
no.
But she,
Facts, bro.
yeah,
That's
man. That's
that's
the
all
definition of a good parent or a good father. You know what I mean? Or a good
facts.
caretaker. Cause you got some
Right.
grandparents out there taking care of kids, or you got foster parents that are trying to do the best they can to teach a
Right.
kid the right way.
Right. Facts. Facts. So
But silence is acceptance. The minute you don't say something about something, guess what? Expect that kid to keep doing that. And I'm gonna tell you,
not saying nothing. Yep.
it's probably something you heard, but it's a story that somebody always tells me and shit. And I hate when they bring it up because I know the story so well. But he'd be like, tell you a story about a little kid. And I mean, the little kid was looking at a vase, and the father went and smacked him. And the little kid was like, "Why you smacked me?" He said, "Cause that's the consequences if you touch that vase that you looking at. So I'd rather let you know now what's gonna happen before you break that vase and suffer the consequences." You feel me?
Yeah, you know what's so crazy about it, bro? Because that's how it was back, a long time ago. Yeah, that's how it was with my ancestors. That's how they were. They whooped our asses. They will whoop your ass before, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
somebody else, because they didn't want that you to get beat that brutally. So of course I'm gonna, hey, you know what I mean, I'll beat you before, you know what I mean.
Before you do that again, before you
Yeah,
do it
do
again,
that
or before you
before
do
you
it at
do
all.
before you do some shit and get caught out here, and then you got to deal with the circumstances that's going on. It's different. It's a different lashing.
Yes,
That ain't the
sir.
same. You feel me?
And it's
It
cool
ain't
if
the
we don't
same.
if we disagree on something in your next topic, I could just shoot the glass down and feed you to them sharks down there. Oh shit! But
I know
nah,
you ready to
man.
cook for me on this one, but yeah, let's
Nah,
get
cause
in.
it's so many. We could spend like 10 hours talking about what is a good father, right? But a good father is really just a father that's there for their kids, bro. Yeah, I mean, you don't gotta be perfect. Just be there and lead them the right way. Don't teach them the wrong way. You know what I'm saying? Don't encourage them to do things that are wrong. Encourage them to do things that'll make them successful. If they like fighting, tell them to be a fucking boxer. Feel me? Work your ass off. Give him some boxing lessons. Put him in a school and let him train his way up. Let him be a boxer. He wants to be a fucking a drug dealer. Teach him how to be an entrepreneur. Teach him how to sell something else.
That's it.
You can't
That's
stop
it.
all the kids from doing whatever they want to do. But you could teach them another way of doing the same thing they already doing, and maybe being better at it. Cause
That'd
I
be.
can,
Mm-hmm.
I can guarantee you somebody would rather make $250,000 a year and not had to worry about the law or going to jail or anything. Depending, because you could rob, you could steal, there's so much you could do, bro. But I'm pretty sure somebody would rather make $250,000 a year knowing their life ain't in jeopardy every day, compared to $500,000 a year and knowing that every day their life is in jeopardy. And some people will, you know what I mean? Because some people money hungry, but you only get one life. That's all you get is one, bro. Nobody know what's next. Nobody know what came before this. Everything you've heard in life is bullshit until you see it for yourself. Period. I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way because I believe in God and I believe in heaven and stuff. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, bro, we really don't know. You're gonna know when it happens, bro.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're gonna know. So we gotta teach these kids the right way. We need good fathers out there. We need good direction. We need good, good neighbors. Cause you remember the neighbors used to look at us and be like, "Boy, don't do that. You better not."
Yeah, but We live in a different age though, man. When
That's
it come down
bullshit.
to
I'm
that
tired of
shit,
hearing that,
man.
bro.
No, but see, cause you think about it. Nobody don't want them saying. Nobody don't want nobody saying nothing to their damn kid. Don't put your hand on my kid. That's just the way it is nowadays. Everybody feels that
Well,
way. It
no,
ain't like
I'm not saying don't put your
a lot of
hands
people feel
on.
that way.
I'm not saying go beat the neighbor kid and shit. Nah, nah, nah. But what I'm saying
No, but I'm
is,
saying is, yeah, exactly. Chastising know that. Hey, what you doing? Blah blah blah. People don't even say nothing to other people's kids. You know
but
why?
neighbor,
Because people get offended
but neighbors don't
and they
even
don't
say
want.
hi to each other nowadays.
Yeah, because there's a lot of things that goes on that people are just not friendly. People want to live on their own little bubble. People want to do their own little thing. Life has gotten too complicated for people even to stop and smell the fucking roses. People say that shit all the time. Stop and smell the roses. If your life is busy and you sometimes you don't know what the fuck that shit. It's like, man, shut the fuck up and get busy. Cause I'm busy. I don't got it like you. Maybe your circumstances allow you to smell fucking roses. But yeah, I mean, it's just like that's everybody's situation. And then maybe sometimes in life you will get a break to stop and smell the
You
roses.
do smell the roses, then.
No,
You do.
eventually at some point, but you don't smell them like everybody else is saying. Oh, blah, 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 blah. It's like because and everybody got their own thing of time frame. You know what? And that's why I said it. Your time frame is your time frame. That's when your shit started in life. That's when the clock begin for your ass. It don't. My shit ends differently. I don't know when.
But I guarantee you smell the roses every fucking day, though. And you want to know how I'm gonna tell you that? Here's how I'm gonna
It's,
tell you that. Because me knowing a little bit about Tone, um, when you go from location to location, even if you take that one moment to just sit back, relax, and smoke that one,
oh yeah.
that believe it or not, you smelt the
You smell
roses, and
other
I don't
roses.
I don't mean it because they roses. You feel me? But you took that moment to relax yourself, and that's what people forget, bro. And that's what I
Yeah.
do, bro. If I'm having a hard day, I
Hmm.
literally just park up 5-10 minutes, and I sit there and I smoke. And I'll relax. If my phone ring, guess what? I ain't answering that phone call right now because I'm doing some me time right now. I'm not
Right.
wasting the whole day. I'm not like, oh, I don't want to work today. I'm calling out. I'm not gonna do this shit no more. Fuck out of here. That's some bitch shit. Don't do that. Don't do that. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But sometimes you
Right.
do need to just step back. If you feel like you're having a hard day, step the fuck back for a minute. Step
Big
the fuck
facts.
back and focus on yourself and shit. If you stressed out and you at work and you know you can't do shit about it because you at work, then why the hell are you stressed about it? Yeah, I mean,
Right.
and then that shit go back to the kids.
Yep.
Cause some people
You
don't
said.
know how to leave their anger at home. Some people bring that shit home with them, and then they want to talk to the kids like that, talk to their significant other like that, and then wonder why there's an argument.
That's true. That part I agree with. I can agree with that shit, bro.
That's just
Life,
facts, though. That's how it is
yeah,
sometimes.
it
I'm
do
guilty of
it
it
be like
maybe
that.
once or twice. I'm not gonna say I've never
We
done
all
it.
are, man. I think life is just that has a way of working on us all.
Facts. But we overall, man, that's the topic for good. Being a good father. We gonna get in the tone topic now. We gonna 86 that topic, cause we could talk about that all day. Tone,
Oh, that,
you got the floor as your mic. I'm gonna take a shot of this whiskey. Holla at me. What's
oh,
up?
okay. All right. So, we were talking. I was thinking of what we see ourselves in the next 10 years, like as a society. All that's going on in the world as far as um, presidential stuff, our economical system, everything as a whole. Like I mean, things. But I see things is getting real scarce. It's getting crazy right now.
We're fucked.
And it's not.
We're screwed.
Yeah, and it's not long before where it's like gonna be wild, wild west out. You know what I mean? It's like in other areas we don't really hear about because we don't really pay attention to other news or other areas and besides the area we live in or closer to us. You know what I mean?
Nah,
I don't even
I'm around the
I
whole
don't even
world.
pay I don't even pay attention to that shit. I'm gonna be honest. I'm very guilty of that. I don't pay attention to nothing else going on.
I mean,
But I mean,
some of it ain't even real that you hearing. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's ever gonna tell you the truth on the news, anyways. Like 100%, unless you there. You feel me? But go ahead.
right? Yeah, facts. So I mean, but I'm just saying, like, will we see ourselves? Will we see our economy going in the next 10 years? Like, do we see things like what could change? What could can things get better? Or they're just gonna get only worse.
You
And
want
if they're gonna get worse, what are we gonna do about it?
you want my opinion first, or you want to give your opinion first?
I want to hear your opinion.
All right,
Hmm.
everybody, if you easily offended, the stream ain't for you, and I apologize in advance. The only way we gonna be good is if you can bring the world together, and that's nearly impossible. Cause like you got an opinion, I got an opinion, she got an opinion, that person got an opinion. This motherfucker want to do what he want. Look at Haiti right now. Do you
Right.
do you know what's going on in Haiti? Or you
No,
don't know?
again,
All right, let me fill
no.
you in. Here's what's going on in Haiti. 4,000
Okay.
a bunch of gangs basically took over the country. The president didn't even fly back to his country yet. He's in
Wow.
Puerto Rico or some shit like that supposedly, right? The gangs are taking over. They supposedly, again, the news ain't always 100% accurate, but I don't know what's going on. I ain't there. But they,
Hmm.
the gangs are going in. They taking people kids or something like that. They raping women. They killing people, whatever. Right? They want the president to step down. Right now,
Hmm.
you have this country that's pretty much right now a free for all because everybody wants to be a boss. Everybody wants to have their opinion. Right? So in the next, like I told you earlier before we started the stream, I said it's really going to depend on who our next president is. Tone already
Mm.
know where I stand on that, and I tell the stream too. At this point,
Facts.
if I had a better choice, I'd probably choose a better choice. But the better choice right now is Trump. Whether you agree with me or disagree with me, everybody got an opinion. But see, that's the problem.
Facts.
Now, the person that says, "Oh, look, that's his opinion. Why are you mad at my opinion?" The same way,
Mm.
if you want to vote for Joe Biden, vote for Joe Biden. You know what I mean? Like that's your
Right.
opinion. I'm not mad at you. But don't
Mm.
complain if you voted for Joe Biden and then you complaining about all the prices going up and everything. You voted for that shit. That's on you. And I think a lot of people are waking up right now and they seeing that, like oh shit, like we was taught, or I can't say we because I think we spoke about this before, but I was taught like oh Democrats are for like the poor, they for
Yeah, we spoke
Hispanics, they
about
for Puerto Ricans, blah blah blah. Nah,
that.
bro. When I realized that on some real shit, like it's I can't say it's a Republican, but their agendas meet differently and hit differently.
Right.
They don't want you to be back and being supported. They want you to work, which makes you successful. And not everybody work. I mean, not everybody get good pay at their jobs and shit, and I get that. You know what I'm saying? But if you don't like where you work, leave, quit. I refuse to be somewhere where I'm not okay or I feel like they're not paying me enough. Yeah, I mean,
And this is what that's what I was saying. We go back to that conversation about education. Like people think, like what I said, and I streamed before about education, man. People don't know what the hell they want to do in life, so then they complain about it. So of course you're gonna complain when you don't know what the fuck you want to do. You don't even know. You
and
don't
that's
even
what's
you never.
happening right now.
You
And
know what I
that's
mean?
what's gonna happen 10 years from now. That's what's determining these 10 years, pretty much.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it's sad, bro. It's sad. I mean, it's
Where
a
you see
lot
us
of
ten
ways.
years from now? Like,
I see
describe the country 10 years from now.
that, bro.
Like, all
Um,
right, like, do you
I
think
see
we're
it.
gonna have a great economy?
I see it divided as hell. Social media is only going to help to add to that. Um,
I agree.
there's so much chaos. I don't see people really seeing things for what it is, and then when they people do see it, it's like because the shit is already happening. Like the fucking water's already boiling in the pot that we already been in. It's been on. The pot been on. It's been on the burner the whole time. However, I mean, you don't feel it as it's gradually cooking
Yep.
till it gets hot enough and it started bubbling, and then it's oh shit.
In the
Now we
world
now
now, what
now
happened?
now everybody want to unite when some shit happens. What happened when anything dramatic happens, when anything serious happens, when a twin tower, then people want to stick together. Then people want to come together and
Yep.
shit like that. You see what I'm saying?
Real
That was
shit.
something small. That wasn't
Everybody's an
me.
American now. You're
Yeah,
not Puerto Rican. You're not white. You're not black. Everybody's an American at that point. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's
exactly.
a patriot now.
Exactly, man. You see what I'm saying? That's when people come together. When disaster happens, when situations happen. So it's like damn near that's what it takes for certain. That's what I feel believe, man. We affirm a lot of us are product of our environment on every level. I don't give a fuck if
All
you're
day.
rich and we're a product of our environment. You can be very rich and still be a product of your environment.
I feel like me and Tone are a product of our environment based off the conversations we have off screen and shit. You know what I'm saying? But
Right.
we didn't end up a product of our environment. That
Exactly.
makes sense. We a product of our environment, but we didn't end up a product of our environment. We wanted
Right.
more. We wanted more. And like we always say, I'm still never comfortable, bro.
Facts.
I'm never
Never.
comfortable.
Never, man. That's, I guess that sometimes plays a part of the irritation and you know what I mean. But it's the fuel. If you ain't irritated, or if you ain't
Yep.
irritated or mad about your situation, then you ain't doing nothing about it. You gonna sit right there and
Yeah.
you got to get mad at it. That's when you change.
Like they just said on the chat, divide and you will conquer, and that's true because when you divide people, that's what like all right. As an example, right? You got three friends, right?
Mhm.
Everybody's cool. Nobody has an issue with each other. But you got one friend that goes tell one friend one thing, and the one friend that goes tell the other friend another thing, right? So he ends up
Mhm.
dividing those friends if it turns into a
Right.
big ass bochinche and shit, which is bochinche is
Right.
argument if nobody know. Um, it turned into this big argument or whatever. And guess what? The borders in the middle's cool because he becomes the
Right.
mediator now, in a
Yep.
sense, if he chooses to. But at the end of the day, that person cool. And now what was three is now one and one or one and a half and one and a
One and
half.
one. Yep.
One and a half because you're
No,
gonna have that one boy
no,
that plays both sides.
it's one versus one, and then the one in the middle is just mediating.
Yes, sir. Yep, yep, yep. Real rap. But I'm saying like that's 10 years from now. Like to be more specific on my 10 years,
What do you think of
I
mediating though?
I think I think it probably will take a disaster to bring us together, and that's sad as hell. But like right now, it's too much going on. You got all right. So right now, in 10 years, you got this immigration issue. We got. Hey, I ain't got nothing against nobody. Where you from? I don't give a fuck where you from. Hey yo, but my kids are half another nationality. They half Dominican. All right. They mom paid for the paperwork to get over here. She waited 10 years for her father to come over here. They did everything right. They did everything
Hmm.
the right way. They spent money just like you spent money to pay the motherfucker to get you over here illegally, right? But the thing
Right.
is, right now we don't know who the fuck is coming in here. Cause they letting everybody in, bro. Cause it's a free for all. So right now, what if you got rapists, pedophiles? You got, I mean, like everybody's a
Murderer.
criminal in their own mentality, but like come on, like that shit is unsafe, and they not making it seem like a big issue. Nobody wants to make it a real big issue. So unless that's why I say it depends on our presidency for this year. If Trump get into office, I don't know what the hell's gonna happen. A human being can always switch on you. People switch, but if he does, if he sends everybody back, or even if he says, because there's some good people coming over here too. Don't get that messed up. There's some good
Hmm.
families. I mean, like it's some people I know that are illegal immigrants and they bust their ass and they work, bro, and they do everything they gotta do and they good peoples, bro. They not
Hmm.
everybody's a bad person, but you can't control a crowd.
That part. That part. I mean, you can't. And
So 10 years from now, if that keep happening, where are we really gonna be?
I don't think that's gonna be just the problem of it, man. This is where I think this country becomes a free for all. It doesn't become what it was. Even the government is not gonna be part of it. Like they ain't gonna give a damn about none of this shit. Here, y'all fend for yourselves. Because if y'all turn on us, then what? Y'all gonna be coming after us,
So what if
right?
they said I forget how many, but it's in the millions, right? It's at least let's say 2 million migrants a year, or let's just make it a solid number of a million, right? That have came in the last year alone. I think it was 3 million or something like that. But let's just say a million, right? If a million people came in, right, and what if these people were actually like paid to come in here and invade the country from within, bro? Now you got a million soldiers in our land that could take over one city in a hop, skip, and a jump.
Yeah. I guess honestly and truthfully, man, some of this that's why I said some of this shit that be going on in the news is just a fucking placebo. It's just something to take the eye off of what's really going on. You're worrying about it's like sometimes we worry about the things that they're broadcasting, but then there's other shit that's really going on behind the scenes. You don't even really see that shit. 'Cause you're not paying attention. We're not paying attention to it. We no focus is on it.
Facts.
You know what I mean? We talk about things that are trending, and that's what's in the news that's bubbling, that's trending, and that's what people will talk about. That's cool. Let them talk about that. Meanwhile, we do what I do. We do we do in the background. You feel me? It's just like, I mean, I think every like all of these governments, like America, that do you think the shit that just happens for no, like, without no say so, without no agreeancy? No, there's some kind of agreement of where they're allowing certain people to come in, but I don't, like, we don't know who it is. I don't know. I don't. I mean, so it's who are these people
Nobody knows
coming?
the real background to none of this shit. Like, unless you're
Okay,
in
so
100%. Nobody knows the
so
background to like what you saying. Like, there's always somebody that's pulling the rope.
right. So
100%.
that's what I mean. When we go down to digging into the source of shit, if you dig into the source, you get to the root of it. Now you understand it completely in totality. Otherwise, we just like understand bits and pieces. We understand the surface. We understand things that want to be. The narrative is controlled.
Like,
You
this
understand what
country
I'm
was
saying?
built on immigrants. Not to even get back on it, but it
Facts.
was built on immigrants, and
Goddamn right.
that's respectful. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, with the issues we got in our country right now, like, all right, cool. Let people in. Do they do, do you, like, for example, somebody put on the chat, every nation has an agreement of offering political asylum. Just like some U.S. citizens ask for asylum in other nations, the U.S. has to do their due process. It's
Right.
systematic. I ain't even gonna try to pronounce that word. That's on another level above my high school grade. But overall, right? It's
Stupid.
above my high school grade. Listen, keep it a bean. You know what I mean? I speak plain English, but
He's stupid.
yeah, no, but I agree
Thanks,
with
brother.
that. I agree with that
Yeah.
100%. You know what I'm saying? Like, yes, but right now you got thousands. They literally just pushing people through. And you know how I know this? Because I spoke with one boy. And he told me, he was like, man, it was easier than I thought. He said, I tried to come here like 6 years ago, and it was so difficult. They did this, they did that. You had to wait this amount of time. You had to do this. But he was like, it was mad easy to get here. Mad easy. So, like, every empire falls. Rome was the biggest empire in the world, and it fell. Let's keep it 100. So I just feel like it might be America's time, but I just hope it's not in the next 10 years. Hopefully we can make a difference on our own. You know what I'm saying? And unite together, not even just like
See,
as
see,
American or Mexican, just as citizens.
now, but see, that's what exactly where you're going into exactly what I'm talking about. See, it ain't gonna be no going against no government, cause ain't gonna be no goddamn government here. They know,
Facts. We
they
are the
know
ones to
already.
blame. That's facts. If
That
you
is
say
not
we
gonna be a
like Hispanics, or you saying
right.
we like
No,
Americans, now I'm talking to the chat.
I'm talking about everybody. Oh,
I don't fuck with Sheen. I don't do Sheen. I
eh,
don't do that China shit. I do Amazon. I don't do Sheen though.
Amazon fuck with everybody. So.
Oh, I know, and half the shit come from China. But listen, if my
Hmm.
package got to come over here from over there, that's too much of a wait. I'm too spoiled for that already, bro. I need my shit the next day.
You stupid.
Y'all want to charge me for something? Fine.
You stupid.
That's like if you tip the delivery man. If you tip your pizza man at a local pizza shop, I promise you he gonna remember your address. And he gonna come to your
Fact.
house first and make sure you get your shit hot because he know you tip. But let that same pizza man know you don't tip. I promise you, you're gonna be the last delivery if he got a set of 4 deliveries. You the last
That,
boy. Don't even. You ain't getting your shit in 30 minutes.
nah, that part. Facts. Oh, we was in the wrong Discord too.
Nah, we not. We're in redacted.
I know.
We could switch to TNT and take a pause real quick.
You sure it's up to you, man? Cause everybody, yeah, it's up to you. They left.
It don't matter. I'm good with either or. Either or is
It don't
working as
matter.
long as we got voice. That's all that matters. But
Yeah,
yeah,
facts.
I mean,
We good.
off of that topic though, 10 years, a lot could happen in 1 year. Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, 10 years
yeah.
ago, we was probably paying almost the same amount of money for gas to keep it 100. You know what I'm saying? Everything's going up in value. And that's like I said before, people want to keep saying raise the minimum wage. Like, hey, they going to make their money one way or another. You can raise the minimum wage all you want, bro. Guess what? they always gonna raise the price on your ass. So you gonna be right back to minimum wage all over again. Period. Like that's
Yeah.
just
I mean,
life. You give and you
I don't
get.
see. I don't think it's just the is just raising the minimum wage either because like people think that that's the way of it at all, and that's where it's at. It's like nowadays, like the economy is the
Oh,
difference between middle class and upper class and poor. Is this shit done spread to the point where it's just high? Is it upper class and just you barely surviving. It ain't too much of that middle class no more. So that's what I'm saying. That shit is damn near about to be cut out. It's about to be you have or have nots.
yeah,
You
and
understand what I'm saying?
a lot of the younger generation caught up with the whole YouTube shit and being movie stars and shit by without needing like to go and do auditions and shit. You know what I'm saying? They figured that shit out
Yeah.
real quick. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
this, like I'll give y'all an example. This podcast came about because me, Tone, and June, we did Truck Simulator together. We would just play other games together and shit.
Hmm.
And we would have the crazy like if you, I'm not gonna say my other YouTube, but it's TNT Simulator. But like if you see any of our
Right.
other trucking joints, like you'll see like we have a good time, and these are the conversations we have. And we was like, yo, we need to have a podcast together, just like the three of us. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
For now, and then just bring people in, let them drop their comments and everything. But um, you got to make a move.
Hmm.
You got to make a move, and I finally get your comment now about you saying like, not you, Tone, but on the chat, we like cheap and fast. We are the ones to blame. And then they wrote, we love Amazon, right? So I
Right.
get it now because I just ordered some performance rotors for my car, right? And I
Right.
got them American made, and guess what? They wasn't shipped out the next morning, bro. They gotta be made, bro.
Hmm.
They have to
They
be
gotta be
cut,
made.
drilled. Like they doing the work as we, well, not as we speak, cause it's late probably, but I'm pretty sure tomorrow morning my shit might get shipped, bro.
Right.
Might. And you know what?
Right.
You're right. It really is our fault because otherwise we'd be like, all right, cool. We'll wait the 3 days, but we know where it's coming from, and we supporting
Yep.
ourselves at that point. So you
Yeah,
make a valid
man.
point. Maybe that's the key is just bringing everything back here and sharing what you can with people that are on the same page as you.
Right, supporting ourselves, keeping our money within our own selves. We give our money to everyone else. So before you know it, we start becoming. Everybody got this placebo that America's the great, America's great, America's about to go to shit, and everybody's trying to bring their ass here, thinking America's great, and and this is gonna be like the island here. They keep all everybody here, and this is it.
And you know what's crazy? Remember when they gave out them stimulus packages
Hmm.
around COVID or whatever? And it's crazy because you know what? I was thinking about it. I said, man, if they did that once a year in the middle of the year when people they know people are most hurt is like towards the middle of the year, like going into like August and September when kids go back to school. If they did that, would we be in better circumstances? Like
They
just
do
once
that,
a
man.
year,
Here, they
once
do
a
that here,
year.
man. And everybody, a lot of people do get it, bro. They call tax returns.
No, 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 no. I know that. I'm talking about in the middle of the year towards August, September. If you was to get a stimulus, right? Depending on what you work too, because it should be based on that as well. If you paying taxes, then I mean, there's some people not paying taxes that deserve it, but we're not gonna get into that part. Um,
So how you
but if
gonna
they did
how you
that, I'm talking about the low class, bro. Cause I tell you, when I had my struggles, bro, if I would have had a $1,500 check hitting me and I was working, I wasn't like broken, not working. You feel me? I was broken working, bro. I was check to check, and we talking like maybe 12 years ago and shit. You know what I'm saying? I was paying for diapers, Similac,
that's
all that
hey,
shit.
hey, 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 that's where I'm at right there, bro. About 11 years ago, 10 years ago, I know
Yeah,
what
bro.
you're talking about, bro. It was hard. It
Them
was
WIC
rough. It
checks
was
helped. They helped like a
shit.
motherfucker.
Welfare help like a mother. Shit, I was grateful to get anything I can get. A little $80, $70, whatever you can give me.
Diapers were
Shit,
what, $30,
man. Similac was
$35?
a motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, it
Similac was
was.
like $30,
Cause
$35.
WIC didn't last, bro. My
And
kid
Wick
was
don't even
greedy.
pay for
All my kids
Similac.
were
They was
greedy, bro.
Wick paid for that cheap shit that I ain't. My kid couldn't even drink that shit. That's why I couldn't even.
Nah, we
I had
got
to
the
buy it.
Enfamil. We got the
He
good
couldn't.
shit.
Nope. He couldn't. He couldn't fuck with that shit. He had to drink the Similac, something, the gas, Release something because the other all everything else was
Don't
making
lie,
gas.
he was just bougie. He was like, nah, you ain't
No,
drinking that. It's like,
nigga.
nah.
Nah, he
Talking
was
shit, I'm
actually
talking shit.
breastfed. He was breastfed. They both was breastfed, but he couldn't. We tried shit. That shit was a lot,
That shit
man.
don't last long.
Mm. But anyway, you say that. I mean, you got a lot of valid. That's a lot of valid points on that, man. It's just you know, like nowadays, bro.
We
When
gonna
we
wait and
see,
see.
yeah, we gotta wait to see. But bro, when it comes down to it, we have to start supporting our own selves. We have to start making things. We have to start being creative. You know what,
Preach.
America? And I'm gonna send you this joint, this clip I listened to. It was very motivational for me. Earl Nightingale. It's old as hell, but it's something that like when we start to really looking at the dynamic of when things started, because we ain't doing nothing but repeating history. You know what I mean? But we
Facts.
get worse, and then it gets better because when it gets worse, that's what brings better. That's what I said nothing gets better until it has to go through work. So it's a process. This is life process. Life that's what life does all the time. It don't get good. Remember the Great Depression? It didn't get
Yeah.
good until later on after that. It had to go through some bad shit first.
And it's just gonna be like world wars. Right now, we're
Yeah,
people say we're close to World War III. It's possible because
yeah,
guess what? It's been what was the last World War? 1942, 19. I think it was 1942 if I'm not mistaken.
yeah.
I
World War
might be
Two. Yeah.
wrong.
No, that was when Pearl Harbor was bombed, 1942.
I'm gonna put when did World War II end real quick. So I
It
mean,
began.
it's just bound to happen. We in a new year. We already like imagine 1923, 100 years ago. This is our 2023 basically, and it repeats itself in almost the same fucking pattern too.
In the cycle. Yep.
Invasions and all that shit. 1945 is when it ended. September 2nd, 1945 is when that was the end of World War II. So,
Yep.
and when was the beginning of World War One?
19.
I think it was 1919,
11, 12, or somewhere around. It was like early 19.
1914.
Yeah, I was about to say 19. I was going to say it's early 1900s. I know it was. I don't remember exact dates. I know it was early 1900s out of world, the first one.
So we've
But
been
that
doing
was,
good so far.
yeah. But things things evolve along the time frame. But those were things that was intentional, man. When just like Christopher Columbus and all the other things that history we know that shit's not really real. That shit was
You broke up.
everything is that way. No, I ain't break up. I had to take a breath, man.
Yo,
Take a breath on that shit, bro.
I thought
You
your
know?
mic got messed up or something, bro. I was like,
Nah.
oh man,
Thanks.
that's the best sound drawn ever. All right,
Thanks.
man. But I mean, overall, man, I think this was a good topic. I think we got a lot to talk about moving forward, especially related to
Oh yeah.
things like that, man. But
Oh
yeah,
yeah.
hopefully 10 years from now we all be good. Hopefully this podcast is popping, jumping.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? And even if it did start hitting like millions of subscribers, we would still use this type of platform just because this is how it all started for real, for real. We could probably
Thanks.
switch up in the future and go live. Yeah, I mean, but for right now, this is the platform, and a big shout out to Redacted RP on 5M for giving us this platform to use,
Appreciate
man.
redacted.
Check it out. It's still in beta, but it's dope. Everything is fire. The scenery and everything. So you gotta check out Redacted RP if you're into like 5M and RP and stuff like that. So this is just one of the rooms. This ain't the studio, but yeah, this is where we at now. But everybody that's watching, man, thanks for watching. Have a good night, man. Don't forget to hit that like button, subscribe, yo. They was calling Tone shoes banana shoes earlier.
Hey yo, don't talk about my Timbs, man. This is my Timbs. My Timbs here, bro. Got my Timbs and
Them Jaws, they
my
don't look like
sweats.
Tims. They look like Uggs. Them Jaws
Hey
is
yo,
Uggs.
hey yo,
Take
man.
it
What
back
you
to the
got? Adidas.
90s,
You got
bro.
you got Baditas on.
Yeah, they only got
Bonita.
two stripes, bro. I couldn't afford the third stripe. Couldn't afford the third stripe, bro. Bro, man.
Yo, but
The
it's all
jeans I got
good,
on are
bro.
Fevi's.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I mean, I know the vibes and shit. And then
You
I
got some.
got my BlackBerry watch
Right,
because I
right.
couldn't
I see
afford the
you.
Apple. So,
You
you know
could
what I
get the
mean?
watch. You could get the Apple joint.
Nah, that
You
was too
got.
many seeds and stems. I couldn't afford that joint.
That's all good. It's still good.
Yo.
Big as fuck though.
But check us out next week, man. Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, yo. Hopefully, Sis will be back on Sunday so we can get her
Yeah.
point of view. She could come in here, and then when she
Yeah.
start laughing, we gonna do a giveaway one day where the first person to like write something after she does her noise. You know what noise I'm talking about?
Yo, facts.
If y'all hear her do this,
Hey
I'm gonna let
yo,
y'all know
hey
before
yo.
the stream, right?
Don't,
Hold up.
I'm gonna tell you, sis, probably right now. She probably don't be fucking up. Don't be doing that shit to me right now. I ain't even near the fifth for me,
Then
nigga.
she gonna laugh
I
and she gonna
got
be
you,
like,
sis. Hey yo.
yeah, that's what she do when she cracking the hell up, yo. But
That shit be
yo,
funny though.
again, man, anybody that's watching, man, thanks for watching, man. Support the channel, share it with people, let them know. Our topics are gonna get way more gritty in the future. Again, we just testing out the platform, see how far YouTube is gonna let us take this, man. But have a good night, yo. Thanks for watching. Tone, as always, appreciate you, Cuzzo. If you watch this,
You already know, bro.
you need to bring us a souvenir back, though.
Yeah. Bring us a souvenir back, sis.
I'll go ahead and say that word. Try to say that word again. Silver spoon.
Silver spoons.
Bring us a silver spoon back. Yeah. Take one of the Tupperware from the cruise. Take one of the Tupperware and get at us. Ship that shit. Yeah, everybody have a good night, man. Thanks for watching, man. Appreciate anybody that's watching and hit that like button. Don't forget to subscribe too. Laters. Until next week.
Big fact.